Good morning, children. I welcome back all of you to the political science class. In the yesterday's class, we have discussed about the holding together and coming together federation, and also the lists of the state government, the central government, and the local government try to form the laws on the different lists. Those are union list, state list, concurrent list, and residuary list. Today we will proceed further with holding together federation. Children, we have seen that a country divides its power between the constituent states and the national government. Different constituent units of the federation have unequal powers, and all the states in the Indian Union do not have identical powers. Some units of the Indian Union enjoy a very little power, like the Union Territories. The Union Territories are actually ruled by the central government. The Union Territories in India are Delhi, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep Islands, and the recent development, that is Ladakh. Now, we may say that we can bring a change in the constitution and also bring a change in the power of the Union Territories as well as states. But it is not easy to make changes to this power sharing arrangement, because the parliament cannot on its own change this arrangement. When I say parliament is made up of or consists of members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. As you all know that Lok Sabha is the lower house and the Rajya Sabha is the upper house. The members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people of this country, whereas the members of Rajya Sabha who are indirectly elected by the people of this country. Now, if we want to bring any change, first of all, it has to pass from both the houses of the parliament with a two-third majority. So this is the first step to bring a change in the constitution. Then it should be ratified or accepted by the legislatures. When I say legislature, it is the law-making body of the country. So at least half of the total states should get its majority. It means how much majority? Two-thirds majority. So if there are 29 states in our country, then at least 14 to 15 states have to say yes for it. How many states, children? 14 to 15 states have to say yes for the law. Then only it will become into law. Otherwise, it's a bill. That's all. Now, in case of the judiciary also plays an important role in overseeing the implementation of constitutional provisions and procedures. So the lower house, the Lok Sabha, and the upper house, Rajya Sabha, are not only plays an important role in bringing the changes, but also the judiciary also plays an important role in the constitutional provisions, because it safeguards the constitution. So in case of any dispute about the division of powers, the High Court and the Supreme Court makes the decision, and we have seen that if any dispute arises between any two states of the country, or it is if it is the state and the center, dispute may arise between the state and center. So in those two cases, we have seen that the Supreme Court or the High Courts will interfere in their disputes. Now, why do we see success of federalism in India? So the constitution provisions of the nature of democratic polities is a reason for the success of federalism. So what's the reason for the success of federalism, children? The main reason is that the constitutional provisions and the nature of democratic politics. So these two are the main reasons for the federalism. And also it ensures that the spirit of federalism, it means the division of powers and respect for the diversity which exists all over our country. And the third one, desire for living together. So we all have a desire to live together. The next challenge in our country, creation of linguistic states It means states on the basis of language. It is the next challenge of the country which we are facing at the time of formation. In 1947, the boundaries of several old states of India will change in order to create new states, and this was done to ensure to the people who spoke the same language living in the same states. But some states were not created based on the language due to their culture, ethnicity, and even geographical conditions. And these states were include of Nagaland, Uttarakhand, and Jharkhand. So these were the three states which were not formed based on the language. So when the demand for the formation of states on the basis of religion was raised, some national leaders feared that it would lead to disintegration of the country and leads to chaos and confusion also. But the central government resisted these linguistic states for some time. But the experienced leaders assured that the formation of the linguistic states had actually made the country more united, and it also made administration easier. Now, the second test or challenge for the Indian Federation was the language policy. Our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one language during the state's formation. Hindi, of course, was identified as an official language, not the national language at that time. I repeat, Hindi was identified as the official language, but not the state language or the national language at that time. Hindi is the mother tongue of only about 40% of Indians. So, to safeguard and protect other languages, 21 other languages were recognized as scheduled languages by the Constitution. So, let us take with an example. If I take any candidate who are appearing for the exam of central government positions, it means railways, airways, navy, etc., that candidate or that person may opt to take the examination in any of these languages. In any of these languages means 21 languages. So states too have their own official languages. For example, the Andhra Pradesh, Telugu, Tamil Nadu, Tamil, likewise. That's all for today, children. Thank you.